Here's a woman who had a vision, a very clear cut vision, and she came up against resistance. But she broke through that, and we can honestly say she was ahead of her time in a lot of stuff that she did. Look at the
Absolutely.
shows that met resistance, but came to her, and she saw the vision. Gene Roddenberry, hey y'all, she saw the vision, a man ahead of his time, and took a chance on these shows that ended up being legacies. Some of these things, even Mission Impossible, had ahead of its time moments. So that's what she did. Because she was such a visionary, she saw other visionaries, and her studio took a chance on it, to her benefit, or in some, some ways to the studio's detriment. But either way, she stood behind these projects. I don't know many people that have that kind of mind today, to be like that and to do that and to take those chances, professionally as well as financially.
I think it says a lot about her character that maybe it has something to do with her comedic background too, is that she wants to take risks. And in order to succeed in life, you have to take risks. You have to have a vision like that.
Yeah.
And she could see it, and she was, like you say, Arwyn, she was well ahead of her time. She could see the projects that were coming to her, and just she said, you know what, we're going to take a risk because this actually looks like a good idea.
Yep.
This is a, how would you describe it? She knew what was good, and she knew where everything was heading in terms of, I mean, she was probably more Star Trek than anything else kind of thing.
Probably.
She was she definitely had a much more positive outlook of the future in terms of really being the initial spark for all of these things. And again, she was just one mighty powerhouse. Holy crap.
Yeah. And her
And
and
just, I
Desi
think that,
together were dynamite. They were
Yep.
dynamite.
Exactly.
well, definitely when they were together, that was early era. But even because we're really on that back end part where she's running the studio later on and he's not involved as much, and then he's not involved at all. And, it's interesting because I feel like I can see her and like Gene Roddenberry sitting and her getting the vision, similar to like, Lucas selling the Fox people on the vision. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it took Zanuck to understand Spielberg's vision of Jaws, like with the barrels. Like there's just little
Mm-hmm.
pieces of things that were lightning in a bottle because there was some sort of connection and some sort of vision that someone had, and someone just said, you know what, fine, I'm all in. Let's give it a run. Let's give it a ride and see what happens. And there are failures, sure, but when these things land, they land amazing, and her fingerprints are all over things
Yeah.
and successes that we'll never be able to. I mean, listen. I mean, Carol Burnett. She called
Yes.
Carol Burnett kid, and they were together this whole time. Like it's an incredible legacy of inspiring others and helping others along the way, not just herself. And I think that
Well,
is
and
something that she doesn't get credit for.